For me, Surf Simply is my favorite learning experience of all time. Of any subject, of any type of sport, intellectual activity, there is just so much attention to detail and so much of a balance between experiential and intellectual and getting coached. So it's just incredible.
I think it's going to transform your surfing, and it also transforms you as a person. I think what you get from here, you should just take with you in so many different dimensions.
I have been bringing a group with me for the last few years, and my sister and my brother-in-law came together this year. My college roommate, Manu, came. A bunch of close friends from so many different walks of life.
Well, Sandeep brought me to Surf Simply, so I'm mostly with him. But I was really excited to have this be really my first start into real surfing. So I started surfing about 4.5 years ago. This is my third time to Surf Simply. Totally fell in love with surfing, and it completely changed my life. And now my whole life is kind of centered around surfing.
My buddy Sandeep introduced me to surfing, had been here about 5-6 times and just raved about it. I was like, okay, fine, I'll check it out. Surf camp, what's to expect? And yeah, it blew my mind.
I got into surfing 33 years or something like that at this point. It's fun to get these nice little tidbits here and really advance your surfing very quickly. It's been super informative.
This is my 8th time back at Surf Simply. I just love it so much. So every time I come here, I feel like I improve exponentially.
So this is my first time actually, day after day, just practicing surfing. And my goals were to be able to stand up on the board. Yeah.
I love Surf Simply because it's such a scientific coaching method, and the best part is the video analysis for sure. Just being able to see what you're doing on the wave and then get coaching on the technicality. You're breaking everything down to such small details before getting into any bigger picture. It just makes it so approachable.
I loved it. The tree of knowledge is awesome because it kind of just shows you the different progressions. So if you do this, how do you think about this situation? What can you continue to work on to progress, and how do you continue to get a more advanced surfer? And so it was very easy to kind of dissect into easy ideas or concepts to work on every time you went out.
The ratio is almost 1-to-1, so I would get feedback almost every single time I'm up, and that was really helpful for me to make adjustments.
I had Jordan. She was actually my first female coach, and I was really excited being a woman myself to learn from her, and she was great.
My coach was Harrison. I was really impressed by how he watched video of me from prior years before I came. So that he already knew what kind of surfer I was.
Teal and Marlone were my coaches. I was really nervous. It really helped with their encouragement, and I got into some of the bigger waves this week, which was really exciting.
Derek's cool. He's just a super chill, super laid back guy, but he makes it so easy, so much fun to be out there. The way he explained things to me made it really easy for me to kind of understand what will help me kind of continue to progress and get better at surfing.
Jessie was an amazing coach. She just basically said, try this. And then I did that. And then I came back to her and I was like, Jessie, that worked.
started off kind of small, and then the swell was building over the week. Perfect conditions for what I was practicing.
Watching her go down the line for the first time, definitely my highlight.
That was probably my highlight. The first time that you successfully angle your takeoff and go down the line, you realize that's what surfing is.
Resort's beautiful. I mean, it's like the architecture, the finishing, they really showed that they thought about every little detail. Even to like the coaching rooms, every single bedroom, every single room itself was really well done.
I've been surfing a lot, but I was still really tired by my first or second day out here. And it was like amazing to do the stretches every day, to get the massages. And
I think Andre has, every time I come, made her surf stretch routines better and better. They really help me recover from sessions, especially later in the week when your body's just starting to get really tired.
You know, the highlight of my week was the time together with the group. Whether it's out there, you know, cheering each other on, or whether it's just having meals together, going out to different places, just being a part of this wonderful group.
it's funny because I feel like surfing sometimes feels like a little bit of a selfish sport because you're out there doing it on your own and you're not really socializing with people. But when you come here, it feels like a community. And I think being around people who are cheering each other on kind of makes you more confident in the water and even more excited to be out there.
So I didn't know anybody in the group, and they ended up being like super fun and just great people.
I think it's one of the best run small businesses I've ever witnessed. It's there is such a care and attention to detail put into every single thing you guys do here. I can guarantee to my friends who come that they're gonna have a week of a lifetime.
Imagine going somewhere where you don't have to think about anything except for doing the one thing that you really love to do, which is, in this case, is surfing.
Your week at Surf Simply is going to be one of the best weeks of your life. It's so much fun. Everything is taken care of so beautifully. The food is delicious. The surf is amazing. The coaching is amazing. And then to get to share that with a group of people that you really love is, it has been one of the best weeks of my year. Absolutely. I had really high expectations coming in with Sandeep talking about Dennis's cooking for so long, and it's just so incredible. Not even just in relation to this, but in how most of the food we have in our life, and definitely one of the highlights for sure.
I have just watched year after year Dennis continue to be creative and inventive with his cooking.
It's like going to a Michelin star restaurant for every single meal and having that meal actually be healthy and nourishing and wholesome and perfect.
Been a great break mentally, spiritually, but then also kind of pushing yourself physically to one common goal where you kind of disconnect from everything back home. So what you learned here, you take it back and you feel just recharged and rejuvenated. It's just giving me that great, like, different perspective going back, if that makes sense.
I do feel exponentially more comfortable in the water. While I may not consider myself like a really good surfer yet, like Sandeep was saying, I feel very comfortable paddling out at some of our home breaks and like being the surfer that I feel like I am.
And I can't wait to keep surfing, practicing all the things I learned, and then come back in a year and see where I am in a year. It'd be really interesting.
Every single time you come here, one little part of your surfing improves. And if you continue practicing that after you leave, it makes a dramatic difference in how much you enjoy the wave, in how good you are and what kind of conditions you can go out in. So I'm really happy.
Just said everyone should come to Surf Simply. It's amazing. And I just love surfing so much. It's not only a sport, but I think a lifestyle, and it's changed my philosophy on the way that I live life.
Part of me doesn't want to say anything because there's already a long wait list. I want it to be a secret, but I want to come back here as much as I can.
Just thanks, I mean, to, you know, everybody here at Surf Simply crew. It was just awesome. Can't wait to come back next year.
No, thank you so much. It was a great week.